Okay everyone, what is going on? As always, I'm Voodoo51292, and today is our next channel update for the week of April the 25th through April the 31st. And you might be noticing something different right off the bat with the title and with my introduction. There's no number. I'm going to stop numbering these channel updates because I thought about it and said, it's pretty silly to keep numbering them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so I'm not going to number them anymore. And I've also changed the date to, the whole week that it encompasses instead of the week I made it. So everybody knows, what week it encompasses, and therefore I really don't need to do a number. So no more numbers for the channel updates as of today. So as always, we'll go back, talk about last week, and then we're going to jump into this week and what footage you can expect to see coming your way. So last week, let's recap. It was a pretty long week, it seemed. On Monday, Dave came over and we attended the midnight release of Portal 2. We came back, played it for a little while once we got the game, and I played it, like I said, a couple of hours on Monday night. I guess technically Tuesday morning is when I played it, but so that's what happened on Monday. On Tuesday, more of the same, more Portal 2, single player campaign. Into Wednesday, I did receive Mortal Kombat from Gamefly. I actually didn't have a whole lot of chance to play anything on Wednesday. I actually didn't even get to play until, play anything to record until after midnight. I did actually play a little bit of Mortal Kombat that day, but didn't film. And then after midnight, on Wednesday night, I was able to play a little bit of Portal 2. I didn't get very far because if you'll remember, I was stuck in one area for a really long time. I actually didn't film a lot of it because it was just me wandering around doing nothing until I finally realized what I was supposed to do. I was actually watching DSP's playthrough. I had thrown in the towel and said, I have to progress in this game, so I'm just going to figure out how to do this puzzle. But actually, before he solved the puzzle, I was just thinking about it while he was wandering around, and it came to me. So I paused the video and did it. So I didn't get too far on Wednesday night, but that's what I did Wednesday. Thursday, there was no gameplay footage. I had expected to do more on Thursday, to play a little bit, but the way it worked out, I just wound up with no time, and I had to be up at like 6:30 in the morning on Friday to travel, and therefore I couldn't really do anything too late on Thursday, so I actually didn't do anything on Thursday. And in fact, Wednesday is the last day I had gameplay footage for this week. So it was a short week as far as, days and gameplay footage. But on Friday, as you know, I traveled to Nashville, Tennessee. I went up on Friday and came back yesterday on Sunday. It was a short trip, but we went up there to see my brother and to celebrate my baby niece's 2nd birthday. And I did say that there would be some footage from my trip to Nashville, but the thing is we really didn't do anything that was worth filming. We didn't go downtown. We really didn't go sightseeing at all. We got in probably around 4:30, 5 o'clock on Friday evening. We checked in the hotel. We went over to my brother's house, hung out a little while, went and grabbed dinner, came back to the hotel and went to sleep. We woke up on Saturday. We went to the store to get a couple of things. We went to my brother's house, stayed there all day Saturday into Saturday night. Then came back to the hotel and went to sleep, and then we woke up yesterday, Sunday morning, and drove home. So we really didn't do anything that was worth filming. I thought we might, but we didn't. I did have 2 very quick videos that I took, because we did have a crawfish boil, and I took a video. They're both about 30-second clips. I took one video of the crawfish while they were still live in the big wash tub we used to what they call purge the crawfish, where we basically douse them in salt and rinse them with water to kind of clean them, to get the dirt and impurities out of them before we cook them. So I show you that when they're alive, and then I also show you when they're done boiling, and we roll them out on the newspaper on the tables, and it's just a big pile of crawfish, boiled crawfish with vegetables and all kinds of stuff. So I do have those 2 really quick clips that I'll put on there. You can check out if you're interested, since people who aren't from Louisiana really don't understand what a crawfish boil is or why it's so fun. You'll see, when I do the video of when after they're boiling on the table, there's all kinds of people around. It's all about family. My brother had some New Orleans music playing in the background, and it's a really cool clip, even though it's about 30 seconds, it kind of showcases what the Boyle's all about. Family being together, having great New Orleans music playing, and even though it was in Nashville, you know, it felt like being home. So those are the only two up. Other than that, I really don't have anything else. Like I said, we really didn't do anything that was worth filming, alright? And that pretty much does it for last week. What happened as far as footage. I have played Mortal Kombat on and off this past week, here and there with different people, and in fact, about an hour or a couple of hours ago, I played with my friend Chris. We sat down and played some versus matches. Not too many, but we did, you know, tamper around, and I'm starting to pick up the game a little bit. I'm really liking it, and I'm starting to get a couple of characters that I think I want to play with and try to practice with. So I have played Mortal Kombat. There's been no footage, but hopefully that will change, and I'll talk about that now as we move into this week, okay? As you know, we have I have 3 weeks of school left this week and next week of classes, and then finals week. This week shouldn't be too bad, and therefore I should be able to do a lot of footage this week. Starting today, or I should say continuing today, as soon as I'm done this video actually, I'm going to be playing more Portal 2 solo campaign today and tomorrow. The only thing I have tomorrow is one test from 9:30 to 10:30 in the morning, and then I'm free. I don't have a lab tomorrow night like I usually do. It's an alternate lab for people who have missed one during the semester, and I have not, so I don't have to go. So pretty much I'm free tomorrow, all day basically. And so I'm going to put a lot of time today and tomorrow into Portal 2 and maybe knock it out, the single player campaign. So that's coming your way. Also, hopefully Mortal Kombat footage. You know, if I can get, say Tyler or Chris when he comes over or something like that to sit down and actually do a decent set of matches instead of playing like 5 matches, then yeah, I'd love to record that and get some of the first Mortal Kombat footage up for this channel. So that would be good if we could do that. So hopefully Mortal Kombat footage, and then Portal 2 co-op. I don't know, you know, maybe this week if we can do it towards the end, but I don't know. I think we're going to get crunched for time. Portal 2 co-op might actually get pushed back until the school year's over. Rest assured, I will be doing it. I really want to try it out. It looks great. From what I've heard, it's really great, and it's a big challenge, so I definitely am going to play it. It just may not be for a little while. You know, it all depends on time, because these next 2 weeks are going to be insanely busy. So this week is really the last week that I can do a lot of gameplay footage before, you know, school really revs up for the last 2 weeks, and I may not be able to do much at all. So I want to do what I can this week. Like I said, Portal 2 solo campaign, a lot of that today and a lot tomorrow, and obviously I'm back up at school, so I have real internet, really fast internet, so all that stuff will continuously upload, and you won't have to sit there and wait for it to slowly upload like you did when I was at home last week. So that stuff will be coming. In fact, the Portal 2 campaign is completely up to date right now on the channel. It's completely up to date. So the last video up for Portal 2 is where I am right now. It's where I left off last Wednesday and where I'll be picking up today. So look tonight for some more Portal 2 footage to come up, and hopefully, like I said, we can get some Mortal Kombat footage. Now, interesting thing to note, which I didn't actually know what was really going on, or at least the magnitude of it until recently, was on Wednesday the PlayStation Network basically has been shut down since last Wednesday, and today is Monday, and I'm pretty sure it's still down today. I really didn't know, because the games I've been playing, I haven't needed to go on PlayStation Network, like Portal 2 and Mortal Kombat. I haven't needed to go online. So I knew it was having problems, but I didn't know the severity of it. Apparently, PSN got attacked again. Apparently it's not anonymous, it's somebody else that nobody knows right now who it is, or at least they're not saying. And basically hacked PlayStation Network on Wednesday and did monstrous damage to the fact where it's been down coming up on a week now. And basically Sony's released a press conference saying we're basically having to rebuild the infrastructure of PSN, which could mean two things. One, the hacker did some serious damage when he or she got into the PlayStation Network, and they're actually having to rebuild it because the hacker completely destroyed it. Or they're saying, okay, well, we've been hacked by, you know, like 3 different people now. George Hotz, I believe, was the first guy that they were suing. Then Anonymous, who was responding to them suing Hotz. And now this other person, they say, okay, we've been hacked like by 3 times in the past 2 weeks. We need to just unfortunately take it down for an extended period of time and rebuild it so that, you know, that we have security blocks and everything, which is more ridiculousness from Sony. I mean, you got to be kidding that it's that easy to be hacked, and that these security measures weren't taken when the thing was released years ago, and it's taken, you know, all this time now for them to realize, and it's taken them to the point now where they have to, the PlayStation Network's been down almost a week for them to realize, hey, we need to actually make this site secure, because people's credit card information is stored on there, mine information is stored on there, and if a hacker gets in and destroys the complete infrastructure, who knows what kind of access that person now has. So Sony, once again, is screwing up and needs to get on the ball and fix their online network, but that's not really news because their network's been crap since day one. So who knows when that'll be back up. Fortunately, the stuff I'm playing right now does not require me to go on PlayStation Network. I couldn't play like Mortal Kombat Online anyway since I rented it, and you need a code. So the only thing I can't really do is if I want to play some Black Ops or something, I can't. Obviously, because PSN is down. So just thought I would let everybody, I'm sure, already knows this, but I didn't really understand the severity of it until when I got home yesterday and heard about it. So, but anyway, that's it. Relatively short channel update, surprisingly. Oh, one more thing before we stop. I have been playing even more of the alternate playthrough of Fallout New Vegas. And I have decided I am actually going to upload that footage because there's actually a decent amount I have right now. A few hours of gameplay, so I am going to upload that later tonight if you want to start watching it. It's kind of stalled right now. I have no idea when I'm going to pick it back up, but I thought I'd put it back up there if you guys are interested in watching that. I am going to be doing more Fallout New Vegas, like I said in my midweek update last week, going back and redoing a bunch of stuff in my original playthrough that I never did. Again, I don't know when that's going to happen, probably after the school year at some point, but even then I'm going to have a bunch of games with LA Noire and Brink and all that other stuff, so I don't know. It'll happen when it happens, but I will upload what I have right now of my alternate playthrough of Fallout New Vegas for you to watch, and that's that. So be sure to check in for Portal 2 footage tonight and tomorrow, and further into the week if I don't beat it in the next 2 days. And hopefully some Mortal Kombat footage too, so you guys can see how that's going. Alright? So I'm Voodoo51292. Thanks for watching. And actually, I do have to address one more quick thing. I keep forgetting things. Somebody commented on my Portal 2 campaign footage and said you have to take the subtitles off because it's ruining the comic effect. Well, I'm not taking the subtitles off. If you don't want the subtitles to ruin the comic effect, do what I do and don't freaking read the subtitles, or follow along in the subtitles with the dialogue like I do so it doesn't ruin it. I have to have subtitles on because you say it ruins the comedic element. Well, it's definitely going to ruin the comedic element if people who are watching my playthrough can't understand what what GLaDOS or whatever is saying through the game. So subtitles will remain on for Portal 2. If you don't want to ruin it, don't read the subtitles. It's pretty simple. So that's that. All my playthroughs have subtitles on. All you have to do is watch them and you'll know that, so that everybody can completely understand what's going on and nobody misses anything. Alright, so subtitles will remain on for Portal 2 Solo Campaign. That's coming your way next. And I hope you guys enjoy the footage this week, and hopefully I get a lot of it up so you can enjoy it. Alright, so I will see you next with more Portal 2 single player campaign.